Hi there, I'm Emily Warren. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I specialize in therapeutic yoga and rehab and wellness. Today I want to share a foundational concept with you, which is pranayama, or breath control. Our breath leads our practice, so in every posture we're always leading with our breath. And this is a simple practice just to help you become aware of your breath and also how to recruit the transverse abdominis, or in Purna Yoga, they call it the pit of the abdomen, in different postures to help with stability in the lumbar spine. So go ahead and grab a mat and let's get started. I have a yoga couch, is what they call it, built up just for relaxed breathing. You don't need to do that, but I'm going to do it for my practice today. And I will take off my scarf for this one. It's pretty cold here today, so I have a hard time warming myself up. Okay, so come into a relaxed position on your back, neutral spine. And by neutral spine, I mean you want a natural curve of your lumbar spine here. So if you want to, you can take your hand, see if you can slip it underneath your low back. I don't want your back totally flat on the mat, and hopefully it's not arched forward a lot. So you're going to relax and just draw awareness to your breath. Put your hands on your belly. And as you exhale, just notice how your belly comes down as the diaphragm ascends. And then on the inhale, your belly goes up as the diaphragm descends. And you may notice that your belly doesn't move much. Maybe you're more of a chest breather, and you might have more movement in the chest and not as much in the belly. I want you to try to redirect that. Relax your face and neck, hands on the belly, and really try and direct your breath lower. And as you get that down, which is sometimes hard for some people who've been living more out of their chest. So stay here as long as you need. I'm going to build on it though. Put your hands between your pubic bone and your navel. On the exhale, I want you to draw that space in, back, and up, while maintaining the curve in your lumbar spine. Then totally relax on the inhale. Then exhale, do that again. See if you can draw the TA, or the pit of the abdomen, in, back, and up. And then relax on the inhale. Do that again. Natural curve in the back. And I'm not gripping with my glutes. And I'm not tilting my pelvis to get that. If you notice you start to tilt back, you're using a different muscle. So, once you understand that and you think that you've got it, recruiting the TA in, lying down in supine, then we're going to get into another position in sitting. If that was difficult for you and it's hard for you to recruit the pit of the abdomen there, I want you to stay on your back and keep coming back to it. You can keep practicing that daily to try and get it, and you will. Sorry, I'm shedding. Go ahead and grab the block, put it underneath your pelvis. I'm going to go width. It's going to be wider. Put your sit bones on the block And then my feet are on the side of my hips and on the side of the block. Sit tall, natural curve in your low back. And put your hands on that same spot between your navel and between the pubic bone. Come back into relaxed breathing. And then on your next exhale, do the same thing where you try and draw the belly in, back and up. And then relax. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the pit of the abdomen in, back and up. Inhale, relax. Big thing here, I'm sitting tall and my spine is neutral. I'm not tilting the pelvis to try and get more recruitment of that muscle. So stay here if you need to. I'm going to go through it relatively quickly just for the sake of your time, but you can always refer back to this if you want to play with it a little bit. So do one more. Exhale, belly in, back and up. This is also a really good posture to start practicing pelvic floor awareness and also activating and relaxing the pelvic floor with breath, because there's such a huge relationship between the pelvic floor, the respiratory diaphragm, in breath and in stability in the spine. So we can go into that later though. Let's go ahead and move into standing. So I'm going to get rid of my block, or actually I'm going to keep my block by me. I'm also going to adjust the camera. I don't have a fancy cameraman. And might need to go a little bit higher. Bear with me for a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Grab the block and put it between your thighs. Okay? Stand tall. And I might go from the side here, which is a little bit easier for you to see that I'm maintaining the natural curve in my back. I'm not locking out my knees, okay? I'm not hyperextending. There's a little bit of give there. I'm putting my hand between that same space between the navel and the pubic bone. And as you exhale and engage the pit of the abdomen, like we were doing, I want you to also squeeze the block and think about taking the skin of the inner thighs back just a little bit. It's not a big movement. You're not internally rotating, hyperextending, any of that. It's a subtle movement. So on the exhale, bring the pit of the abdomen in, back, and up. And squeeze the block. Gentle internal rotation there at the thighs. Inhale, relax. Exhale, do that again. Shoulders back, pit of the abdomen in, back, and up. Natural curve. Squeezing the block, taking the inner thighs back just a little bit, and then relax. So we do that because internal rotation actually creates more space for the spine. When we externally rotate, there's more compression. So you'll notice a lot of people with back pain splay out a little bit, hips forward, externally rotate the legs. There's more compression, but we're trying to create some space. So let's do a couple more and then we'll end with that today. Soft knees. Stand tall. Exhale, draw it in, back and up. And squeeze the block, bringing it back just a little bit. Internally rotating. And then relax. Let's do one more. And relax. So, the last thing I think I want to say is that when we do these postures, we want to start with activating the pit of the abdomen with the exhale. But as you become more advanced and you get used to that, we want to always be activating the pit of the abdomen during our yoga practice while breathing. So you don't have to only use it on the exhale. That's not very functional, and we need to move past that. But for now, we'll start with learning to activate it on the exhale, getting the relaxation with the inhale, and then keep using that cycle with our asana practice. But just keep that in mind, that as you get better, you should be able to use that in all of the posture while maintaining your breath. So I hope that was helpful for you, and I enjoyed you being here with me today. So thanks a lot.